Do you think we'll ever see that day? Do you think we'll ever get to witness politics in a fashion where it could be your opponent sitting in this seat, and we could witness you two having a conversation about ideas
I would
and
love to
going
do
back
it.
and
I
forth?
would love to do it. An open.
Because so much is missed during debates and forums. Like you said, you get a minute to answer.
Yeah.
You're not really prying into what the other person believes, right?
I think that's one of the reasons. That's one of the things that'll allow a community to get weak and really get to create challenges in the community, and that is that when your elected officials are being elected based on negative postcards and little pieces that they post on their website and false accusations against somebody else. I mean, it's much more difficult. I mean, if my opponent was sitting here and we were engaged like this, and I could respond to anything that he said, and he could respond to what I said, that would give people that were really paying attention an opportunity to understand the differences. And that's not an attack. I wouldn't attack. I would challenge, and that's I do that in business. That's how you push back in any successful company or any successful organization. You try to encourage your employees and your workers to push back on ideas. Bring your ideas forward. And if you've got an idea, push back on it. That's how you get to better ideas. And so to me, that's what's missing. And as a result, these little slogans and these labels. It's called label and dismiss. Where you label somebody, so it allows people to be really intellectually lazy, where they don't have to think about the ideas and who you are and what you really believe, because you're one of those. And you see that in these little negative campaign cards that are going out. That's what they're doing, is they're trying to label and dismiss. He's one of those, and they put it in dark shades and all that. And again, I would just like to remind people that we've engaged in none of that. Zero. It's all been about ideas. So if at the end of the day, the challenge is, how do you communicate with reasonable people who really want to make Whatcom County better? And hopefully this is one way to do it.
Yeah, I can't wait for the day where I can see you and Mr. Seducing in a neutral location and just having a conversation.
I would be in. I would do it any time, any place. I'd be there in a heartbeat. I would love to do that. That would be and we've had a couple of those, but again, the questions are directed. I'd love to be able to engage back and forth along with questions and be able to dive into them a little deeper and really challenge on them, because that's where we're really going to get where we're going. That's where people would have an opportunity to see where the substance is. Which of those make sense, which of those resonate, which one of those seem like they're thought through, and which ones will work and which ones won't. And I would tell you now that in those kinds of conversations, those are the kinds of conversations where I could scratch my head and change my mind on something if I learn something new. But in 1 minute, I'm not going to learn much new. It's going to be, what I'm learning from is all the people that I've been out connecting with, and including and people in the business community. They really care about our community. I mean, these are business leaders. The presidents and CEOs and business owners. They've been engaged in the community, and they know their business. They know the things that are harming their business. They know the policies that are supporting their businesses and the ones that aren't. And so when you start looking at the support and who's supporting who, that's how you can tell. That's why the businesses are supporting me. That's why law enforcement is supporting me. That's why I've got firefighters supporting me. I've got, the Whatcom Realtors Association, and, all the mayors in Whatcom County, the current county executive. There's just, the people that interact with me, they support me. And you look at my opponent, and it's basically these groups that are involved in divisive behavior. There's a difference.
Yeah.
And for people that are really paying attention, they'll see it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I
All right.
appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you.